and you have shown us how to convert an idea into a patent. In literary terms, when I write, I've been told by some of the professors who taught me in English, I used to go to the community college, they said, how to convert an idea into words. And that's not very easy, but you have shown, you have got one step further, and you've shown to the world how to convert an idea, a brilliant idea, into a patent. And that's exactly what I want to ask you. If I have an idea, now, before I know that it is truly a fruitful idea, going through the rigmarole of applying for the patent and then trying to get trying to see what they would tell us. Do I have to consult a scientist to see if the idea is viable? Why go on a wild goose chase and then apply? And then what is actually the process? So this might help all of us.
Okay. Actually, you have to have a viable idea. I mean, I can say, I can turn the water into gold. I mean, that's an idea, but that's not practical. You cannot do that. So whatever idea you have to make sure that is practical and you can make it work. So basically, you start with making a prototype or a model and make sure you convince yourself it can be done. Then the next thing is you apply for a patent. And that's a long process. It can take up to a year. And usually it takes about a year and a half before you hear from the patent office. And they will tell you, and chances are 60% of the time they will reject that because they will say, oh, somebody else has done it. But they'll do a world search. One time I got a patent allowed by the patent office. 2 weeks later they withdrew that because they found out somebody in the Netherlands and he beat me by 2 weeks. So that's what happened. So, but to answer your question, you have to have a viable idea and you have to make sure it works.
Okay, Charlie. I was always, my name is Narendra Kumar. I was always looking to find out how an inventor or a scientist look like. And yesterday when I spoke to you in that ship, I never knew that you are this kind of an eminent person. And also that tells that however simple and humble we look, we have a lot of inventors within us, and we are very proud of our Indian community in this country. There are many, many more Charlies. And I really also wanted to applaud Venkat Iyer and Ravi Nathan. And on a special note, it was very emotional for me to hear that your sister was willing to give her heart, even if it needs, it could save your life. And as being the youngest member of the family, I can vouch that my 3 sisters who are older to me, they'll be willing to give their heart, and that's the relation we have in a very, very short span of time. We have spent with them in India, although we spent the majority of our life in this country. And I'm sure that many of the people sitting here can relate to it. Thank you.
The answer to your question, answer to the first question,
yes.
How does an inventor look like? Is born.
Born and humble.
Charlie, we have quite a few bald-headeds here, and they all have their own thoughts about inventing. You mentioned about 5 steps of an inventor. The last one, the 5th one, if you could explain a bit further. Okay. The 5th one was
ambition, imagination, motivation, inspiration, and persistence.
that one.
Okay, you have to keep on. You probably try over and over again, and 90% of the time you fail in what you're doing, and you don't give up. Keep on trying, and you never accept failure. Thomas Edison never accepted failure. And he has gone through many failures before he came up with thousands of inventions. And he once said,